Hi, I'm Oscar Verguero. I'm going to show you today how to make empanadas. This will be empanadas from the north part of Argentina, from a state called Jujuy, J-U-J-U-Y. And these particular empanadas were taught by my mother, and I'm trying to pass this tradition to my children and eventually probably to my grandchildren. So the north part of Argentina empanadas are essentially have these ingredients, and I'll show it to you. This is beef, and we use this is top round. I have the butcher slice 2 pounds of very fine slice of the beef, and then I cut squares very small, just like this, rather than ground it up. I think that helps to keep the moisture and the texture of the empanadas. I use a similar amount of onions, and also you could see that they are chopped very finely. There is also some bell pepper here, and I have 2 different colors, just for color and a little bit of texture. You could just use green pepper, would be fine. These empanadas will also have potato, again diced very little squares, also for texture. The important thing about the potatoes is that they are cooked very fast, so they will remain crispy, otherwise it will become like a mashed potato. There is some olives here, approximately 25 olives for this amount. That is going to be approximately 40 empanadas, and you can see also chopped very finely. I will be adding sweet peas later, and also later I have hard-boiled eggs here and some scallions. As far as the season is concerned, you use salt, black pepper. You could use white pepper, paprika, cumin, crushed red pepper. I put some raisins, and I will add some juice. This is broth chicken. You could use a bouillon cube also. So this is as far as the ingredients. I will show you the technique. I'm going to start cooking the onions. I have a fry pan here with 3 tablespoons of olive oil approximately, and the onions are going to be cooked just for maybe 5 minutes or so, until they turn very white and loosened, and I'll add the bell pepper and cook them together. And I'll just have to keep moving, so you don't want this to get brown. You don't want to brown it. Just to get the sweetness out of the onion, just have to let them turn white. The onions, you can see that they are nice and bright color, pearly I would call it, and together with the pepper. Now I'm going to add the beef and start mixing it up. And this has to be cooked very little. Remember that we are going to be either frying or baking this after, so you don't want to cook them completely. You just want to do a little blanching of the beef, mix it up with the onion, and then once they turn a little white, you got to remove it from the stove and let it cool off, and then we'll add the rest of the components of the empanadas. So pretty much this color, a little whitish that you see, that's what you need to do. Don't try to brown it or cook it too much. So here I have the beef, and you could see that it's just kind of blanch. It's not cooked completely. And then I'm going to add the spices. So I have here 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of cumin, 1 teaspoon of black pepper. You could use either black or white, 2 teaspoons of paprika, and don't use the smoked paprika, use just the sweet regular paprika. And there's 1 teaspoon of red crushed pepper. So I'm going to add this, and I'm going to mix it up after, and also I'm going to add 1 cup of peas, green peas. I'm going to add most of these potatoes that I have here. These are the olives. Cup of olives, 25 olive, like I said, and the raisins. And I'm gonna mix this using, you could see, a wooden spoon, so not to destroy the potatoes or. So I'll mix this completely. I'll put it in the refrigerator, let it cool off, and later I'll show you how to put this together. So here's the final stuffing mix. I added the eggs, you can see they're chopped, and also the scallions. And I'm going to show you how to stuff the empanadas. We use disc that we buy, and we use this particular one, the ones that we could get around here in Massachusetts. And it's made in Uruguay, but it's marketed by Goya. You'll find it in the frozen section of the Spanish food. Obviously, in different states, you'll be able to get different brands. Probably in the South, you'll get mostly from Florida, probably made by Argentine bakers. Now, so we use a disc, and I'm going to put approximately 3 teaspoons of stuffing, and the idea is to now seal the edges, and I did put some water, a little bit, it has a little bit of salt around to be able to seal it. So you could seal it and then use the easy way, maybe just use a fork in the edge like you will do for a pie, and it will look something like this. But if you want to make it look pretty like this, you know, I'll show you how to make what we call the rope or the braiding. So the important thing is to pinch like 1/2 inch and then fold it over itself and press again, and then where you put your thumb there, you fold it again between your index finger and your thumb like a triangle. And then you have again the similar thing, fold that in a triangle. Don't make it too tight because it won't look pretty, but this way, do it again. You could see the only thing that I'm folding is what I already pressed with my thumb and my index finger. So do it again, more time, and then so pinch, press, and fold in a triangle, and don't make it too tight, and it will be very nice. Your guests will be very impressed with this. So now that you have the finished product, you could either bake it, and you will do it like around 450, 400 degrees, and for 15-20 minutes until they're brown. You could either put egg white on top or milk and give it a nice color, or you could fry them, and you could do it in regular vegetable oil or do it in Crisco. This particular one will fry them, and this particular dough, as you could see, is to be fried. They make another type of dough that is like it's like layers, and those are better to bake. So this is it. Enjoy the empanadas. You need a good Argentine wine to go with it. Thank you.